Today I'm going to share with you 35 tips that I do that have changed my life for the better now that I'm over 50, and you're going to love them. Okay, let's get started. This is Luke. The first tip is how to use the magnifying feature on your iPhone. It makes a huge difference in your life, particularly if you're over 50 and your eyes don't work as well as everybody else's. And Luke set it up for me, and he's going to help you set it up yourself.
Hey ladies, so there are actually two ways that you can use your iPhone as a magnifier. One to magnify what is actually on the screen, and one to magnify what is in front of the camera. Just for convenience sake, what I'm going to do is put next to us somewhere a screen recording of what I'm doing so you can follow along. First thing you want to do is go to your settings app and then scroll down to accessibility. Now accessibility is, it looks like a little man with his arms out on a blue background. So just open accessibility, and then at the top where it says zoom, just toggle that on. Now once it's toggled on, it should immediately zoom in. Now to unzoom it, just tap the screen twice with 3 fingers. So it'll zoom in and zoom out. That is magnifier number 1. Now for magnifier number 2, we want to go back to settings, back to accessibility, and click on the little magnifier button. Now again, toggle magnifier on. If you've got an iPhone 10 and above, all you have to do is triple click the side button, and it will instantly zoom in. So what you can see, I don't know if you can see behind us. How's this? Yeah. So it zooms in on whatever the camera is facing. If you've got ingredients on the back of packaging, or if you're reading a menu that you can't quite make out the words of, this is an excellent feature that helps you just read it a little bit easier.
A lot easier.
A lot easier.
Yeah.
And then again, down the bottom, there's a little slider to magnify in further and magnify further away. So if you zoom in, and you can see distinctly words that you probably couldn't see before. So this is just a really handy feature when you're shopping, when you're out for dinner, and there's no one to read a menu for you, like we have to do constantly for you, which is fine. Happy to do it.
It's true.
Yeah, but it's just a really simple way to make your life a little bit easier, which is what we're all about.
Thank you, Luke.
No worries. Thank you.
My next tip is going to change your life. These are reading glasses, and you carry them with you everywhere. And look how thin they are. So all you do is you put them on like this, and all of a sudden you can see everything. And you can carry it. I stick it onto the back of my phone. This is a really ugly phone cover, and I'm just waiting to get a new one. But have a look at this. Super easy. They are life-changing, because if you've got your phone and your glasses together, you never, ever, ever cannot read something. So give these a try. And another pair of reading glasses that makes such a difference is these tiny ones here. They come in a case, and they go in your handbag or your purse at night, or if you're going shopping and you've only got a small bag. They don't take up any room. And they're so easy, they're inexpensive, and these are fantastic if you forget your real reading glasses. My next tip is to take a photo of where you park so you don't forget. And if you're like me, probably 80 to 90% of the time you forget where you've parked in a parking lot. So grab your camera, take a photo of the number on the parking lot or what's close by or the street, and when you come to find your car, magically you're going to know where it is. I think you're going to love this next tip. Go to the year that you turned 18. For me, that was 1984. And you type in the top 100 songs playlist for the year you turned 18. And you can do this on Spotify, YouTube Music, or Apple Music. And the reason this is so great for women over 50 is because when we were 18, that was the year for most of us that we were going out into something new. We'd finished school, we were either going on to something new, we may be moving out of home. All of our life was in front of us, and we hadn't yet explored much at all. And when you start listening to all the songs that were playing in that year, the year that you turned 18, you get triggered. so much. I've been doing this lately, and it really takes you back to that time, and you think about, what were my dreams back then? What did I want? Who was I friends with? All of these things, they just come bubbling up. And if you're in a time of transition now, that you're over 50, which so many of us are, listening to the music from then really helps stir something up inside of us, and it gives a little bit of clarity about where you've been and where you want to go. So try this. It's so much fun, and it really does some good to the soul. Did you know that it's considered rude now to call your family and friends on the phone? I know that's a shocker, but that's how it is today with the younger generation, particularly the millennials. They don't seem to have time to talk to us anymore. So my tip is to get your phone and record a video message. Say what you want to say hello, how you doing, tell them what you're doing, have a video message and then send it to them. And when they have the time to get back to you, they can reply by video message or give you a call. But there's no point in getting upset that people don't have the time to talk to us during the day anymore. Just do this and then get on with your life. This is a fun tip. Go through your wardrobe and find an outfit that you haven't worn in a long time. Put it on and take a selfie of yourself, and then send that photo to a friend and ask your friend, what's one thing that you think I could do to tweak this outfit to make it look better? And two things are going to happen. Your friend's going to be happy to give you a suggestion and not feel bad about hurting your feelings because you've asked the question. And you are going to find a new way to wear an outfit that you haven't been wearing. And we leave outfits in the wardrobe sitting there collecting dust because we don't think they look great on us. And this way, you're getting someone else's opinion in an honest way, and you will be surprised at how amazing their advice is. When you wake up in the morning, particularly if you're not going to work, don't put your dressing gown on or your daggy clothes on. Instead, put your workout gear on. And that's going to tell your mind that you're going to do some exercise. And it takes you out of the mindset of mope around the house, and it puts you into the mindset that I have my workout clothes on and my workout shoes and I'm going to do something. Even if it's only 5 minutes, you're going to be moving your body. And if you do that, you're going to have a better day, I guarantee you. And you're going to be proud of yourself because you're doing something extra. So do this every day if you can. And if you go to work very early in the morning, do it in reverse. So when you get home from work, don't put your daggy clothes on, put your workout clothes on. Even if you're not going to exercise, just get into the mindset that you work out and you stretch or you do something every day. This next tip is great for everybody, but particularly for women over 50, and that's to do the Asian squat. And if you can't do it, to practice it. It's something that we could do and should do every single day for the rest of our lives. And the reason is, as you're getting older, we need to keep our hips flexible and open. And the reason it's so important for us ladies who are over 50 is because this area in the groin area is where we hold all of our past hurts. And we've got to release that, because while we're hanging on to it, we're staying stuck. So this exercise is so good and it's so very healing. I'll leave a link below in the description of a video I've done on that, and it's just so good every single day for the rest of your life. Speaking of past hurts, which we all have, and a lot of it comes up around this age, is to buy a book by Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life. This book, I have been using this for 20 years and it's all falling apart, and I've stuck it together. And what it is a book about the thoughts that we have creating the illnesses within our body. And when you read the book and go through each of the ailments, you'll find that you can't argue with any of these descriptions, because I look through all of them for my kids, for myself, for my family, for my friends, and it's always right. And Louise Hay says that if we can heal our mental pain and our anguish and our thoughts, we can heal our bodies. It's so, so helpful. Have a look through everything that is going on with you at the moment. And then this is the thoughts that created it, and this is the remedy. So helpful. One thing I did that made a huge difference to my skin was change to an oil cleanser. And the oil cleanser stopped my skin from feeling so dry. It kind of happened like magic. I was always using a foaming cleanser and my skin felt squeaky clean, but it was always dry. The moment I swapped to an oil cleanser, that all went away. I use Shu Uemura and I love this. This is the Pokemon edition, but you can use coconut oil or an inexpensive oil. Just massage it into your face and it takes off your mascara very, very gently, and you just wash it off with a face cloth. I think you're going to love it, and if you've got dry skin, it really does make a huge difference. My next tip for women over 50 is to start parting your hair on the side if you feel like you've got thinning hair. And thinning hair for our age group can be a huge problem. And the reason we part on the side is because female baldness and thinning starts at the center. And if you part your hair in the middle, it's a lot more obvious. And there does tend to be more hair to the side than there is in the center. So when you start parting on the side, you don't see as much scalp as you would if you parted in the middle. My best tip ever to get rid of the wrinkles on your forehead is to wear a fringe like I do. It saves a whole lot of money in getting Botox for these forehead wrinkles. Plus, it's very softening on your face. If you get it wrong, it's 6 to 12 weeks to grow it out and you're back to normal again. But it's worth giving a try, just to try something new and to see if it softens your face a little bit. And my next tip, if you're over 50, is to add some soft layers around your face, because it gives you texture and dimension. And that's what we need on our faces as we're getting older. There's two things to remember when you're getting a fringe or getting layering on your face. The first one is, if you've got an asymmetric face like me, which means my face is sort of angular and uneven. And an asymmetric face can look enhanced with asymmetric lines. So this is a line going across my face, and you know, these layers I've got are all uneven. So the unevenness of my hair and my cut matches the unevenness of my face.